All right, what's up, everybody? So I'm back. So it's odd because there is a huge following for paranormal videos, things of that nature. And if I'm going to be honest, what really got me into YouTube, like really got me into YouTube, was watching videos of paranormal things, everything from Skinwalker Ranch to paranormal videos. And oftentimes I'm sitting back like, oh, that was fake as shit. Or, oh, that was, yeah, that wasn't anything. Oh, that was edited. Oh, that was CGI. I'm not the type to really get like scared. If you guys go back and look at one of my most, it was one of, I mean, it's within the first 50 to 100 videos that I ever uploaded about a situation that had occurred at a former best friend's house. And it was a demonic. It was demonic. I don't care if you guys believe in religion or whatever, but this was flat out demonic. I mean, you had to have been there to know exactly what I'm talking about. And this shook the core of myself, my family, everybody involved. And what had happened, I mean, you could go back and look at the video, you know, it's I don't know the exact name of it, but type in possessed house, something along those lines. Um, but I narrate for about an hour of actually what happened from beginning to end, and there's no other explanation for it. It wasn't that somebody I know was possessed. It was something that happened in somebody's house that was so aggressive, so demonic, so just messed up that I'll give you a couple of highlights. Cupboards were ripped from the hinges, dog vomit all out throughout the house. Now, I don't know how the hell you get a dog to vomit and then to be okay the moment all this shit is over. I mean, my friend, my former friend, couldn't get out of his doors, so he shot. He had it's either a 38 or a 45, but he shot his front window out, which is usually, the biggest window in your house, which is like, God, like 12 by 10. I mean, he shot his window out to get out of his house in freaking 12-degree weather, wearing nothing but, I know it's not appropriately named, but we always known them as, wife beaters, and just a wife beater type shirt, socks and jeans. That's all he was wearing. And just leaned up against a tree until my mom and I got there to really find out what happened. It's a fucked up story. But I love the topics of the paranormal, but it doesn't seem to have caught on quite yet with my with any of my subscribers because you guys are used to me talking about music. So, given the spirit of Halloween coming up, I know we still have a month or two away. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to start uploading some of my favorite content, and that would be coming from Nukes top 10. He's one of my favorite. He definitely like laid down a foundation for a lot of other people to follow. Either define it as a hoax or do you believe it? He's not trying to put it in your head like, oh, this is absolutely true. You got to believe this, as some early on videos were back in, the beginning of YouTube's heyday. So, without further ado, this is the most recent Nukes Top 10 video. I've only gotten to see three or four of the videos in it. It's about 28 minutes long to half an hour long. If this isn't your type of thing, feel free. Like I said, I don't quite understand. Like, again, some of my videos have like thousands of views, and other of them like maybe 4. So I don't know. Whatever hits, whatever works, works. But hey, you know, I'm glad that some of you guys even take a moment to watch some of my videos. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So here we go. So once again, to me, Nukes has the best videos, the best voice for narrations. Now I know there's, and I'm not talking shit about anybody. That's not my style. But you have Chills, who I know has a large following. He might even have more than Nukes, but he leans in way too much on that. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I think so. Like, okay, it obviously works. I can't talk shit. The dude has millions of followers. I haven't even cracked 1,000. So, hey, dude's doing something right. But, like, Nukes just seems to have that perfect voice for narrating. And his videos are just flat out awesome. So, this is his newest video, released today. Can automatic, I think, like I said, I've seen it up to about right here, about the little girl. That's where I've seen it up to. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoy it. Need my chapstick.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal, and then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on. Come out! Come, DJ! Come on! Shut up! Come on! Hey, just f*** off! What's wrong with you?
Oh, shit. Sorry, guys.
Huh?
What the fuck?
What?
So as I was saying, with me me finding YouTube and me really getting into YouTube was due to paranormal videos, because that's all I was searching was paranormal this, paranormal that. Then I started branching out to other topics and everything, and then I decided, hey, why not create my own page? And so I still love watching my paranormal videos, but I noticed a lot of my subscribers don't seem to really watch them when I post them, but I enjoy them a lot. So like, if you look at this, like Nukes, I mean, there are millions of people who love, you know, the paranormal topics. I mean, you have 3.7 million views, 4 million views. The narrator Chills, 41,000 views in just one day, 13 million views, 4.4 million views. I mean, going on and on. I mean, you have a ton of people who love paranormal, UFOs, UFAs, whatever the hell they call them now, aliens, all, you know, Bigfoot, all those topics. And as I said in my intro, I have one of the videos that just shook me and my family to the core. So without further ado, let me go ahead and present this one to you. I think you guys will enjoy it. Now, I decided to keep it in this setup that you see here, because with it more closed in, it won't look as compressed if I widened it out into full screen, because then it'll look a little bit choppier, and I made sure to place it on the highest it would possibly go for those videos that, I mean, I'll tell you videos that I believe and don't believe. I mean, the ones that are very low, you know, they have a compressed look to it. I absolutely automatically do not believe Ring cameras or doorbell cameras, because their compression is so low that, you know, anything that's automatically with Ring or doorbell cameras, I'm like, no, won't believe it. So I'm not one of those people that, oh, everything, you know, that's definitely real, that's real. No, that's not me. So let's get into this, because like I said, I've watched this all the way up until this little girl right here. I've seen it up to there, so I'm interested to see the rest.
The voice from the bushes. Doneen Bull Davis, who lives on the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve in Alberta, Canada, is relaxing at home one evening with her family. Suddenly, they begin to hear strange sounds coming from the dense thicket of bushes in their backyard. But they don't see anything there. What happens next is truly creepy. Doneen and her family all hear the same spine-chilling sound of a raspy little voice coming from somewhere in their backyard. The voice just doesn't sound normal, and then things really start to get weird.
Oh, come out so I can see you. Come out. Come on. Come out. Come, DJ. Come on up. Shut up. Come on. Hey, just f*** off. What's wrong with you? Huh? What?
The creepy voice seems to mock the family, mimicking what they say and eerily laughing at them while hiding in the bushes. But believe it or not, the situation takes an even more terrifying turn.
Come on up. Why not? Yeah, come on up. Come on. Come on. Fuck you, let's leave. Just go grab that gun. No. Yeah, no problem.
Whatever is hiding in the bushes now asks, "Wanna play?" And with that, the family has now just had enough. They call the local police to their house, and Doneen shows them the footage that she has recorded. The officers scout through the bushes, looking for the threatening stranger. One of the officers also hears the raspy little voice mocking him. But even though he says the voice sounds right next to him, he says he didn't see anyone in the bushes. Doneen says that to this day, this disturbing event remains unexplained. Many video commenters believe that this could be some kind of creature roaming the Louis Bull Tribe Reserve. But what do you think this creepy voice could be?
Anybody who knows anything about tribes, Skinwalker. I would say Skinwalker. I don't think a creature. I know a lot of people have their theories. Oh my God, I was a part of this Facebook Bigfoot like, you know, their little community. And oh my God. Like, just because I like the topics, but like when you are definitive without any proof whatsoever, it makes you look like a jackass. Like, I cannot go out there and say, like, oh yeah, I know for 100% fact Bigfoot is real. Okay, man, let me see. Like, what do you got? You know, let me see what you got. Oh, I don't got anything, but I know for a fact he's real. It's like, but, like, you know, you can tell me you're a millionaire and you might not be a millionaire. Like, what definitive proof do you have? Oh, no, I don't have any, but he is real. So, those kind of people you would run into all the freaking time. And a lot of the times, all of them would always say, you know, oh, Bigfoots, you know, have this ability to where they can mimic, you know, people or sound, you know, make their voices sound like certain animals like that. And a lot of Bigfoots happen to be like around a lot of reservations. But usually when you have a lot of reservations, you have skinwalkers as well. Even though that's more of a Navajo, you know, Navajo tribe lore. It seems to permeate amongst all of the other tribes. So, just throwing that out there.
Hiding among the graves. Nukes Top 5 viewer Savannah Escoto says that she had a very strange experience when she took her 4-year-old daughter Isabella to visit her brother's grave at the San Fernando Cemetery in San Antonio, Texas.
What is it?
And they need to take care of that grave.
Come here.
They need to take care of that graveyard better. What the fuck? That's
Why don't
rude.
you want to go sit down over there?
Because I'm scared.
You're scared of what?
What is the shadow?
What girl shadow?
Oh, you see something right there. And I already knew this because he pointed it out, but I didn't notice it until now. Like, that doesn't seem like pareidolia to me. I mean, it does kind of look like the other gravestones, but
Behind the tree?
Yeah.
Little Isabella says that she sees, quote, a girl shadow behind a tree in the cemetery and comes hurrying back to her mom. When Savannah turns her camera toward the tree, she catches what appears to be a face from behind the tree. The face seems to be translucent as cars passing on the road behind can be seen right through it. So is this the girl shadow that little Isabella was afraid of? Her mom Savannah isn't sure what to think of this creepy experience, and she has no idea who or what this is. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Prized possession. This next creepy video was shared on the popular Spanish language podcast Paranormal by guest and paranormal investigator Antonio Zamudio. On the podcast, Antonio tells the story of Augusto, an 11-year-old boy who started behaving very oddly after buying a strange-looking doll at a garage sale. The little boy became obsessed with the toy, staying up all night and talking to the little doll. After hearing unexplained voices in their house, Augusto's mother had had enough. She threw the doll away. But the doll mysteriously reappeared 3 days later at their home, lying at the foot of Augusto's bed. Paranormal investigator Antonio sets out to help the family and installs several static cameras throughout the home. The doll is placed in the hallway just outside the little boy's bedroom as he goes to sleep. The static camera recording the hallway catches something downright chilling.
So, if you guys aren't familiar with Ed and Lorraine Warren from the Conjuring movies, they were real. She just passed away several years ago. They have the Raggedy Ann doll that, whatever they named the movie after, Annabelle. The doll doesn't look like that kind of doll whatsoever. So of course Hollywood changed it. They're like, oh, a Raggedy Ann doll doesn't look that scary. Okay, whatever. But extremely possessed. I've always wanted to see a doll or an inanimate object being captured more than just moving, because I've seen plenty of videos of the porcelain dolls, things like that, like maybe moving their head a little bit, their eyes shifting, arms moving, things like that. But I've always wanted to see like a doll actually get up and like move, because people will say like, oh, they put the doll outside or they'll throw it away and the next morning it's inside. Well, obviously that shit got up and walked, unless it teleported, which I seriously doubt it did. So it got up and walked. Here they catch a doll running, which it looks like, and it's on a potato static camera by a freaking paranormal investigator. The dude should have like 4K static cams. I mean, his phone films in a better resolution than this, and yeah. Well, you can't even see this. Right here.
Soon after the boy falls asleep,
The compression rate is so low you can't even see. Look at that.
Soon after the boy falls asleep, the doll begins to move and then seems to actually run to the 11-year-old's bedroom. Antonio and the family are shocked when they watch the footage. The investigator decides to take the doll from the family and has kept it locked away at his home ever since. So could the doll be possessed by a spirit? Or just what do you think happened here? Let me know.
Used a bad camera.
Unstable. This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera, and then all hell breaks loose.
That looks like... I'm sorry. Like, let me rewind this because I want to see what language that is. So I did Google Translate. Let's see. Turkish. Yep. Translate to... What the hell am I doing wrong here? When the jinn did to the ancestors. What the jinn did to the ancestors. So, I didn't know that the Turkish believed in the... Well, I mean, they're pretty close by in proximity as far as geographically goes, but... Like the jinn is usually, yeah, well, Middle Eastern. So, what the jinn did.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, What happens next is truly bizarre.
Oh, that one's freaking out. I don't know what this is not paranormal at all.
The horse lingers at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mention that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here. And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind. The passenger. Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kay ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige po. Wala. Wala. Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay, Ay. Wala. Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos
That's
ko.
freaky.
May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car. She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here? The Ding in the Caves. Nukes Top 5 viewer Raul Garcia Ogando reached out to me about something that his son caught on camera while exploring an old mine in El Paso, Texas. Did you see it? As Raul's son pans the camera, someone or something can be seen hiding in the darkness of the cave. Raul explains in his email that he didn't see anything at the time and didn't notice.
Look at this. Look at the color of all the rocks around it. From the hands to the supposed face and shoulders. All the rocks match. It's pareidolia.
The figure until they look back at their videos later. So what is this?
It's a rock.
Let me know. A mystery in the mirror in Morocco. Nukes Top 5 viewer Carlo reached out to me about a strange video recorded by his sister Grace during a trip to Morocco. Grace and her husband are at the Riyadh Laroussa Hotel in Fez, Morocco. Grace decides to take a video of the beautiful 17th century palace-style interior. What happens next is truly bizarre.
This is the door going inside. And then this is going outside. We're now heading to the... Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, her husband isn't in it. Maybe. I didn't see anything else.
A man appears out of nowhere, startling Grace so much that she apologizes for almost walking into him.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Now here's where it gets weird. When taking a closer look at the footage, Grace and her husband can clearly be seen in the reflection of a mirror hanging on the wall in front of them. But there's no man. Then in a split second, the man appears right in front of her, standing quietly. Grace then turns towards the exit, and we see her reflection again in a different wall mirror. But again, the standing man is not there. She turns around and the man is gone. Now finally, perhaps this is just normal camera blur, but when taking a close look at the man's face in the video, something just doesn't look quite right. But you decide on this. So did Grace capture a paranormal event on camera? Could this be a so-called glitch in the Matrix?
Oh my
Either
God,
way,
I'm so sick of
let me
hearing
know
that.
what you think.
Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry.
Your car's extended gen warranty. Popular Jordanian paranormal investigator has...
I'm going to say it right off the bat right now. All these people who do and have all these ghost hunting shows throughout the United States, they're so eager and so pumped up to find something. Moment they do, I'll admit, I've done ghost hunting far before there was taps, far before there was ghost hunters. Any other show that was put out there, reality-wise, I got into it a long time ago. And I'll admit, I was the first one to wuss out. Like, whenever I came to remotely close to experiencing anything, I was the first one like, nope, I'm gone. My friends would be like, man, you're the one who brought us out here, stop being a wuss. You know, call me worse names than that. You know, come on, man, just come do this. You know, let's do this. Like, nope, I'm good. Like, I totally bitched out. So, yeah. But I don't have a TV show, didn't have a TV show. So, that's what got me so interested in the paranormal. I think some people are prone to seeing things and can see things if they want to. Maybe if they don't want to. But I know for as much as I looked and as hard as I looked, because once I got over the initial fears and all that, then I was like, okay, let me grow a pair here and I'll start looking. But like whenever something would go down, I would totally freak out. And, growing up religious, I got an earful from, my family, about how that stuff could follow you home, how that stuff could just, attach to you and cause havoc in your life, this and that. So I was like, okay, I'll stop. But this dude right here and all of the guys in the Middle East, they have the biggest cojones out of any ghost hunters. I'd say a close second are Japanese ghost hunters. These dudes will see something that would freak the shit out of anyone else, and they go running after it. I'm not talking about like a fast pace. I'm like running after it. And they'll see something and like, yeah, they'll get startled and scared, and then they start saying their prayer in, their native language, to Muhammad. And then while they're ghost hunting, they'll keep on repeating this prayer. And then they see something or hear something, and then they'll like be quiet, and then they'll go running after it again. And I'm like, man, if any of the ghost hunters that are popular on, YouTube want to take some notes, take it from like him, Hassan Barbar, and a few of the other Middle Eastern ghost hunters, and from some of the Japanese guys. These dudes are like fucking fearless. They just do not care. They'll go running after it. They are, yeah. Just watch how brave this dude is. I haven't even seen this video yet, but I guarantee you if it's him, whatever he catches, I don't know, but he'll go running after it. Like, he has no fear.
Hassan Barbar is exploring an abandoned location somewhere in the middle of nowhere, when suddenly he hears the sound of his car alarm going off in the distance.
سيارتي بتزمر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اخوان سيارتي بتزمر.
Now obviously Hassan wants to know what triggered the car alarm, and he heads back to check it out. What happens next was all captured live on Snapchat.
والله أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله، أنا خايف يكون ورا السيارة ويهجم علي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله.
Something jumps out at Hassan, absolutely scaring the shit out of him. He eventually regains his composure, but when he looks around the car, he finds nothing
doesn't
and
bitch
no
out.
one.
He goes
أنا
back.
شفت حدا هون. يا جوال.
Unfortunately for Hassan, this isn't the end.
بس يا رب هو يكون. طب خليني السيارة تشتغل يعني. ايه؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء. هي
And this is like live, so much harder to fake.
هاي في طبع عدين اخوانا وكلبه وما بعرف. بسم الله. السيارة شغالة يا اخوان. لا اله الا الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Hassan's car seems to just drive away on its own, eventually coming to a stop a little way down the road. Hassan is shocked by the bizarre experience as he once again finds no one in or around his car. The investigator has had enough. He ends his live stream and drives home, presumably wanting to be sure that his car doesn't just drive home without him. So did Hassan capture creepy Jinn activity live on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Okay, that wasn't one of the better examples, but if you watch a lot of his videos, if you go to YouTube and if you type it in, this dude, like I said, of steel, if you know what I mean.
The Old Sacred Heart. Restaurant employee Nikki works at Ozone Pizza, located in the old abandoned and restored Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola, Florida. The hospital was built way back in 1915, and except for the pizza restaurant, the large structure is mostly empty. It's said that the old hospital is haunted by former patients and the ghosts of nuns who worked there. It's 11:30 at night and Nikki decides to go on a walk around the hospital with his co-workers after their shift. That's when the group spots something very creepy.
Oh my God! You see it? It had arms.
Grayson, that had arms.
No, those are arms.
Oh my God! Oh my God! It's a real person.
No, those are arms now. No, those are arms. No, those are arms. No, no. I don't care. Those are arms.
She has the gun hat on. I see it. That's f***ing arms.
The building is completely empty, yet someone can be seen standing behind a window. The group freaks out and have no idea who or what it could be. Nikki and his friends believe that the creepy apparition might belong to one of the nuns who used to work in the hospital. And a close-up of their capture does indeed look a bit like a thin woman who could be dressed in a nun's habit. But again I ask, what do you think this is? You decide. The dark thing in the basement. TikTok user Will Graves is home alone when he starts to hear the disturbing sound of someone walking around in his basement. Now, Will believes his house to be haunted, so he starts recording and cautiously heads downstairs to check it out.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. And I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is.
Did you see it?
It's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but I don't know. I'm home alone right now, so we'll see, I guess. Look out back. No, nothing back there. I don't know. There's been a lot of strange things happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out. I can't really see anything, but...
Okay, something tells me that this is set up because this is about the 4th, 5th time that he's gone in the bathroom, and I guarantee you something's going to come from the bathroom. I don't know for a fact, and I might be proven wrong, but he keeps on going back to the bathroom. And the rest of the basement is dark except for the laundry room. So why is it that he keeps on going back to the bathroom and not the rest of the basement? I'm calling fake.
Happening. Figures, shadows. So, I don't know. Maybe some tips, advice would help out. I can't really see anything, but... there's no one in here.
Did you see it? As Will walks downstairs into his basement, someone can be seen standing inside his bathtub,
That's why I said it.
weirdly just facing the wall. When Will looks back into the bathroom about 30 seconds later, the figure has completely disappeared. Will says that he's done several paranormal investigations at his local cemetery, and he believes something might have followed him home. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Thanks so much for watching. As always, my schedule is weird, so please hit subscribe and also hit the little...
Definitely go subscribe to his channel if this is your cup of tea. He does a phenomenal job at his videos. Like I said, he doesn't force it down your throat like, oh, this is completely real. You got, got to believe this. Check this out. Like, no, he does a phenomenal job. You know, the videos that he gets, of course, they can't all be real. Like I said, that last one, telltale sign. For me, at least. But anyways, don't go off the thumbnails and thumbnails alone, because they make, of course, they make the thumbnails look more interesting and make it look freakier than what it is. And you didn't see anything like what the thumbnail for this video was about. But yeah, definitely go check him out. Definitely interesting. Like I said, totally up my alley of the things that I like. And given that we're coming closer and closer to Halloween, might do more and more of these videos. I'm expecting this to have like 2 views, but hey, those 2 views, hope you guys enjoy it. So until next time, I am out, guys. Thank you for watching.